Doing great job. Nigeria is safe now. And others.
We do not talk much. And you could take, you know that we have not been talking. We have been walking. We walk. We talk less. But I can assure you, we are on the right track. Nigeria is getting to be stable. We are restoring order. You will feel it. You will see it. Give us time. But it's also a gentle reminder to some of us who are here. Don't forget a Nigeria of 2022. Yes. A Nigeria that even here in Abuja, bad people, terrorists, bandits, will come in and kill our soldiers. A Nigeria where people will come in and attack our prison and remove the most dangerous people to their prison. Just 2022, up to 2023. A Nigeria where they will attack a train and take hundreds of people and victims of kidnapping. In Nigeria of 2022. Yes. And we came in. And I can assure you, today Abuja is secure. Today you can walk and drive at night. You can go to Kaduna, you can go to Lokoja, you can go to Mina, you can go to Lafia. You feel safe. Just 1 year, 3 months, or 4 months. In Nigeria, you can drive any part of the country today. And you dare not do it in 2022. In Nigeria, where Niger Delta is beginning to be normal and order. In Nigeria, where Southeast, all the police stations are back to work. In Nigeria, where non-indigenous of that part of the Southeast who walk and drive and live there without any fear. In Nigeria today, where bandits are on the run. I can assure you over 20 of the bad ones are today have lost it in the fight they are taking against Nigerians. We can give you names. They are normal and they will continue to lose. In Nigeria, where today Boko Haram is on the run, hiding, cowardly coming out from time to time to bring little children to go and kill innocent people. In Nigeria, where since 2023 up to now, not a single attack took place as terrorism against our religious places or any government building or anything. For example, in Abuja, Lagos, Kaduna, Kano, and so on. Yes, not a single case of that. It's a reminder of how a country has changed in a short period of time. And we are not going to relent. I can assure you we will secure Nigeria. Things have changed. A lot of things have changed. Well, because we don't talk, others who, understandably sometimes, find it difficult to appreciate this change that is taking place. In Nigeria, where maybe for the first time, after a long period of time, we have not witnessed any prolonged labor unrest. In 2022, 2023, our universities were closed for 11 months. Not a single day today, our universities are closed. Yes. In Nigeria, where we have only witnessed 1 single day of labor unrest. Yes, that's happened. In Nigeria today, on 1st October, Emirates Airline flew into Nigeria for the first time after 2 years. In Nigeria, where you can today apply and get a visa to go to Dubai. Things are changing, and I want you to take note of that. In Nigeria, where for the first time our borders are open, and we share our commonwealth with our brother countries, not the criminal activities. It wasn't like this before, up to 2022. Yes, in Nigeria that today there's a Ministry of Livestock for the first time that is going to address the problem, the perennial problem of herders and farmers for decades. This is our new Nigeria we are talking about. In Nigeria, where for the first time, we are insisting that the money belonging to the local governments will go to the local governments. Yes, take note of what I am saying. In Nigeria, for the first time, we are confronting the evil of those who continue to take from the poor through subsidy regimes. International traders, oil marketers. It's only in Nigeria where you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of filling stations. Drive from here and go to Kaduna, you'll count how many numbers of filling stations. Everybody taking from that. In Nigeria, where for the first time, probably for a long time, we are going to cut our cloth according to our own cloth and develop this economy and grow and change things. It is happening. It is happening. In Nigeria, where for the first time, maybe we are going to take on this issue of Almajiri that refuse to allow our own children to go and get education. Yes, it's happening. It's going to.
Nuisance, Lele.
You know, it can be so annoying. Like, you'll be like, which Nigeria is he talking about? In Nigeria, that for the first time, we stop the people taking from the poor a subsidy. You're still paying subsidy, mofo. Terrorists are still kidnapping people and killing people. What the hell is he talking about? For the first time in Nigeria, where maybe we will tackle Alumajiri. In Nigeria, maybe for the first time, what the hell is he talking about? That's how they talk. I told you. What APC Egbekegbe does, right, is that they will make you feel like you'll be like, say, now you get the problem. Because they'll be telling you that this Nigeria is better now. And then you'll be like, which one? I don't understand. Which Nigeria? What is he talking about? And if you don't agree, now you'll be the problem. It's because you hated Nigeria. Listen to the other part. I know it's annoying, right? I've cut that off. Now, hey, listen to this part.
We do not talk much. And you could take, you know that we have not been talking. We have been walking. We walk. We talk less. But I can assure you, we are on the right track. Nigeria is getting to be stable. We are restoring order. You will feel it.
They are restoring order. How? Because he said it. Similarly, they brought back a former fugitive that was always on your face.
Like I told you, the man at the center of Bola Tinubu's white heroin drug cartel has died. I mean, the death was just mysterious. You know, he was said to be on the roof of his house and then he fell down and he died. I mean, just look at that. A week ago, this 52-page document came out from the Chicago court exposing his name, exposing the fact that he was at the center of the white heroin drug cartel and that Bola Tinubu was the launderer of their monies. And then all of this information came out. The media has been looking for him, trying to investigate him, trying to talk to him and get his own side of the story. And all of a sudden, just last night, he dies. I mean, it is too convenient. Mathematically, this coincidence is just impossible. Look, Nigerians, especially the media, we have to go back to the circumstances surrounding the death of Funsho Williams. Because it's just similar. This was a man who was in opposition to Bola Tinubu, Funsho Williams, and mysteriously he died. Men went to his house and then they shot him. And then in this other instance, you had a situation whereby a man mentioned in court documents as being the leader of Bola Tinubu's white heroin drug cartel just dies mysteriously just last night, November 16th, 2022. I mean, look. Nigerians, something is fishy. This is classic drug cartel behavior. This is classic Delegiwa behavior. This is what happens in Panama, what happens in Colombia, what happens in drug cartel territories in Mexico. We cannot allow this to happen in Nigeria. We need to find out why. What are the circumstances leading to this man's death? Because this is not a coincidence at all. Bola Tinubu has questions to answer. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Ashire Jare, Renomokri. It was always on in your faces then, like, yeah. Then, from being a fugitive that knows about a drug cartel, a drug dealer that was going to be the president of Nigeria, to becoming the promoter of that drug cartel and that drug dealer. He's made so many videos. I can actually put them together for you. A quick one. The new Renault in Nigeria.
All right, so I came to Nigeria because I really believe in what the administration is doing. The last time I was here, I said that, what the administration is doing, it's not because it's an APC government, it's because these are the things that we said we were going to do if we had won the election. Float the Naira, remove fuel subsidy. We want to reform the country and restructure it so that there's devolution to the grassroots. But on the issue of security, look, if you see what's happened, in the last 8 years, our global terrorism index score was above 8. Right now, it is now under 7. So that means there's been progress. And look, in the last year, we've seen bandit leaders, they've been killed. Boderi, Sani Dangote, Isiaku, Ali Kachala, and a host of others. In the 8 years of the previous administration, not one bandit leader was killed. But now they've been killed. So we're seeing progress in the country. And it's not just that. We saw what happened. Just about a month ago, there were protests. At the same time, simultaneously, we had protests in Bangladesh, we had protests in the United Kingdom. And yet, we saw what happened in those countries. But in Nigeria, it was contained. Yes, there were Russian flags, but the people behind that have been apprehended. The last time we heard of a bombing of the Abuja-Kanu rail was just when Buhari was in power. Since this administration came in, it has not happened. So yes, I'm not a member of the APC, but I am happy with what is happening with security in this administration. And we're seeing with the borders, one of the reasons why for the first time we've had 2 quarters of surpluses. So that means that we are exporting more than we are importing. So we have in the budget a trade surplus. It's because of the national security implication, what they are doing with our borders. They've closed our borders so they don't have foods and rice and petrol leaving our country, going to other countries. And now this is the half year, because we only have figures for the second quarter. So first and second quarter, we've got 14 trillion surplus. So you're going to ask me this question: how does it affect the price of Gary? Listen, it's going to trickle down. It starts at the top and then gradually it's going to come and trickle down. For the past, we've been borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Previous administrations, they don't have the courage to do what this administration has done. Stop fuel subsidy. Because to sustain fuel subsidy, you need to be borrowing. And when you're borrowing, future governments, future generations are going to pay for it, which is what we're experiencing now. So right now, we are like Vietnam. Our currency, is now being stabilized. We are now, having more goods manufactured in Nigeria. Gradually, it's going to affect you and I. So I want you to be patient. I came to Nigeria. I saw what's happened with the Edo election. You saw how it is. How many people have been killed? 0. Nobody has been killed. So there's progress in our country. Please support what this administration is doing, but still support your party. I'm not saying support the APC. No, support your country. This is Ronald Mokri. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Give it up.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, Excellency. I came to Nigeria to pay homage to my boss and my leader forever, former President Jonathan, in my opinion, the best president that Nigeria has ever had. And I just want to encourage Nigerians to, be faithful to Nigeria, be loyal to Nigeria, be patriotic to Nigeria. Of Nigeria. Of Nigeria. Alright, so I came.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
See? Is now pro-Nigeria. Reno Mokri. I hope he gets the job. You should find him something. And he can do more by telling you how much you are now producing. And Reno no say, una they produce more now. You are exporting more now. You are now making more. So things will trickle down. Don't worry, don't worry. Everything is still going to, It is what it is, isn't it? So we have that. And then lastly, this afternoon is what the supposed chief of army staff had to say. Musa, concerning that young lady that was sexually assaulted by the military, right? And rather than go after the assaulters, right? She got discharged from the military, okay? And according to this guy, a born liar, here is what he had to say on the rise this morning.
Thank you very much. I can tell you as commanders, we fight for our men. We fight for our men more than any other thing. And I can bet you, if you ask any of our men outside, they will tell you, we stand for them, we protect them. But, you know, there are limitations. This same lady you were talking about did not start this year. It had been ongoing for a very long time. Everybody had tried to assist the lady to ensure that she's properly taken care of, looked after. It's not because she's mentally and then we just drop her. No, we don't do that. We went through the process. We got the medical men to go through her, looked at it. We tried to assist her. But one thing people don't understand, everybody that tried to help her, she came after the person and maligned that. Even myself, I'm sure you had comments she made that she reported. She did report, she communicated with me directly, and I was able to get across to her commanders. We took her to the medical, and that's the procedure. The medical were able to go through it and looked at her, and the case was investigated. That she said she was sexually harassed by a commander. It doesn't happen. If it does, we have our court martials and we take action. We do not hide our men. Anybody who commits an offense will go for it. My policy is, you do well, you are rewarded. You do badly, you get punished. So the commander is not there. It was thoroughly investigated. We found out that she has some mental issues. Yes, sometimes she might seem to be coherent in what she's saying. Remember that even the chief of army staff, she came after him that he wanted her to send his nude picture or whatever. I mean, these are the things that will never happen. So please be rest assured that we take care of our men. Their welfare is of paramount importance. And I'm sure you have listened to us since last year. Sir, we've always talked about the welfare of our men because we know without good welfare, they will not be able to give us their best. Sir, so we're always out on looking out for them, watching out for them, sir, appealing for increment in their salaries, appealing for increment in their ration cash allowance, which we call RCA, so that they can do better. Okay. But I can tell you that we're working, we're committed, sir, and we'll continue to work.
I want to go back to that lady's case because what she said in the interview was different. She was even saying that the dismissal, was not even a dismissal in the first place, that, it was an agreement by both parties. And what the army made it seem was different. She even gave more, copious insight into that incident as regards the sexual advances being made at her, and she said, no to it. What were the authorities that even investigated that she was medically unstable? Because this issue, I know you people in the military, you have your own internal mechanism, but it's already a public issue. And for us, it's the optics at which it looks at in the public that we do not like. By the virtue of this show,
I think
can we reassess that matter? Can we reassess that matter for the sake of transparency? I know you people are fair comply on it, but can we reassess for the interest of justice? General, you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. I didn't really get the last part of your speech, but I think you talked about the issue of reassessing the matter. Of course, mental issues, especially in the military, is something we view very, very seriously because you give somebody who is mentally unstable, he has ability to carry a weapon, he can take down everybody that is there when the issues come up. And so it's something that we view very seriously. And we respect anybody who is committed himself to serve in the military because we know you have agreed to lay down your life for your country. So for us as commanders, it's something we take very seriously. We appreciate that. And so we want to also make sure that their health status are well respected. And that's why we went through the entire process. We have our procedures. For every aspect of the military, we have our procedures. And those are the procedures that were followed. A review, of course, it's possible to have a review.
Okay, General. Nuisance, Lele.
That's who they are. Nigeria is the only place where people never went to war. are called generals. They all have the rank. They say, I'm a general in the army, but they never really fought any war. Rather, they allowed terrorists to overrun the country enough that their own soldiers have become captured soldiers by ragtag Islamic terrorists in that place. So it's unfortunate, isn't it, that when it comes to being honest, one principle that you expect a soldier to have, being honest, upright and honest to some extent, right, is so lacking. And yeah, if you join them on your own. You are on your own, as we all kind of get to know. So I don't have much to add to that. You will be the judge, as you have heard him. I have something to show you. So that Escalade, that 1.2 billion naira bulletproof Escalade that Tinubu is driving, Ashemeji Niwara, they bought 2. The second one was for Shitty Man, and he's cruising in it too. On his way to Enugu yesterday, he was dropped in it at the airport. Shitty Man's Escalade. Anyway, I think that's where we'll wrap it up this afternoon. So I'm thinking that we could possibly have a chat, a phone in, but let's keep it till later. If we have enough time later this evening, we can have a phone in. So to those of you who joined us this afternoon late, you can possibly move this back and watch it from the start again. And to everybody who has been with me all afternoon, you should not leave without liking the broadcast yourself. Thanks a lot, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your morning or afternoon, wherever the case may be. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun
ọ̀nà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní èsúra jù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní èsúra jù
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò
Máyégún máa wí.
àní èsúra jù
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní èsúra jù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní èsúra jù
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀